Good evening, hello, and welcome to the New Age Geek channel. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the Critical Role world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
Hello.
What is up? Just a friendly little reminder for everybody that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you absolutely can. Just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels and join our Discord, where you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Love you, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I love you. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Remember, the best way to help us out is with engagement, so we'd greatly appreciate if you'd watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to let these platforms know to share us with everybody else. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, on TikTok, and on Instagram, so if you are on those platforms, make sure to follow us. Oh, and we're also on Threads, guys. We're also on Threads. So make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
Twitch Prime is free if you already have Amazon Prime. Got 'em. That awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel on Twitch. Once per month, you need to go in and resubscribe to that channel at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on that channel. If you're feeling charitable, please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. Perhaps give subscriptions to others. Cheer using Bits, donate via PayPal, check out our merch shop, and subscribe to our Patreon. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, just reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
And speaking of sponsorships, if you enjoy the music we have going on here on Forging Fates, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. SonCraft bot allows you to play open source, community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres, 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral code NAG, that's N-A-G, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server, then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest. Alright, Joe is low. Phenomenal. Tell me if that's any better, folks. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have?
Just a reminder, we are finalists for the Crit Awards, guys, for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel. So we'd greatly appreciate if you would go check that out. If you go over to critawards.org, you can go ahead and put in your vote. There's a ton of different amazing creators. There's over 48 freaking categories for awards. So make sure to go check them all out. They're all super awesome, and we'd greatly appreciate your vote.
And what else do we have? Anything else that we want to promote? Jem, how is Castleton going?
Crazy. Spoiler, I'm still alive and I could use any help I can get because it's absolutely nuts right now. But yeah, you can check out Castleton. It is a mega game with a mega series with over 100 creators over at the Winter's Tales Co. Twitch channel. I am an unmatched in this year's matching season. Her name is Nayali and could use your support in finding her true perfect match. But you can find out more on the Twitch channel or on the Castleton website, which I'll link in the chat.
Okay. Dom has gone ahead and created a community survey for us. You can find that under announcements. We would love any feedback that you guys can give us, any constructive criticisms. All of your opinions are welcome. The links are in our Discord server, and the link to our Discord server is now in the chat. So if you're not there, come on and join the Discord server and help us get some feedback, maybe learn some direction for the show if there's something you want to see, and let us know how we're doing. Also, it's going to be posted up in the spoiler chat at the end of the episode. Taz has gone ahead and created an in-universe calendar of everything that has happened so far in our game.
So good.
Yeah, it's awesome. She put a lot of hard work into it, and we really want to just thank her for that because it's awesome. But I'm going to be posting that up in the spoiler chat. So if you want to catch up on where the Fists of Fate have been over these last 3 months in universe, you can go ahead, get the bullet points of the things they've done, and catch up there.
It's so wild that it's only been 3 months.
I know, right?
Not even.
Not even.
What do you mean? I know, right?
It's
You're the
crazy.
one controlling this.
Let's see. What else do we got? Am I missing anything?
Not that I know of.
All right. Queer and Present Danger is this Wednesday. It is a pre-recorded episode. So join us as we hang out in the chat.
Yeah, because it is pre-recorded, some of us might be hanging out in the Discord. So you should totally come visit and say hi and watch with us. So.
And I think that's all the announcements.
And also, it'll be my birthday, so totally come say hi.
Yeah.
Shameless self-promo. So.
All right. I've got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else, let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. Okay. Well, recapping us on last week's episode, Finnick, would you take it away?
Sure. Okay. So last session started off with me returning back inside after Kristen told me that Clover needed help. And I'll admit I was a little frustrated, but I walked back in, caused a scene trying to find Gormrog, and then helped regroup the party so we could go find and rescue Clover from wherever she ran off to. So we found out that she was near the vault where they keep all their secret, powerful, magical items. And with the help of Pike as well, we went down there, tried to convince our way to Clover. We ended up knocking out a few of the guards and also persuading some of them that the Inquisition was starting shit and things were not going well for us. So, without us knowing, Clover managed to escape and get out of there and also help us get some of the guards away from there. But after that, we all ran back into the gala, and somehow one of the Inquisitors had the keys that one of the guards was missing, and he was then taken away. And then we all took a step outside to try and regain our composure, figure out the plan for the rest of the night. And me and Whisper went to go talk to some of the followers of the Raven Queen, who were kind of fucking useless. And then Gormrog and Clover went to go find Earthbreaker Groon and talk to him. And after that, I took a minute outside to think to myself and pray on some hard decisions that I have to make. And after being reached out to by Bahamut, the night came to an end as we all made our way back to the Frostfang Citadel, north of Vesselheim, where we all began to rest for the night.
Okay. Thank you very much for that recap, Finnick. One thing
I get inspiration?
You do get an inspiration that you can use this session. I
Thanks.
will say one thing I forgot to mention is Pike was waiting for you on the airship and traveled to the Frostfang Citadel with you.
Okay. Perfect.
I didn't say it explicitly, but I had said that she was going back to the airship, and I just wanted to confirm that she was in fact there. I will also note that everyone has leveled up to level 10. So,
Oh yeah.
as you all are sleeping in your individual chambers, unless anyone wanted to bed together.
There was something I wanted to do.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah, so first, before bed, it is taking me... Can I just do a whole little roleplay thing right now?
Kill it.
Cool. Okay. Before we get back, I get into my room. I'm alone. I'm sad. I'm scared. I'm like a disaster emotionally. First, I sit down at my desk and I'm going to write a letter. And I'm going to go stick that underneath a Phoenix door. Then I go back in my room and it's dark. And all of a sudden, after...
Oh, you just cut out.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
I'm like suddenly scared to be alone in my room, so I'm gonna go out into the hallway and I'm gonna pace back and forth, pull a Tristan and pace for a while. And I think about going into Tristan's room, but I don't. And I think about going into Phoenix's room, but I just ruined her night. So I'm gonna try to sneak into Whisper's room.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a contesting roll.
Make a stealth check, and then Whisper, if you're already asleep, make a perception check at disadvantage.
My stealth was a 22.
That's a 9.
Okay,
At
so
disadvantage.
you enter into Whisper's room and you see, like, she's kind of splayed out on the bed, drool's kind of pouring from half of her mouth, her hair just a mess. Typical Whisper.
Can't really tell if she's asleep or not.
Right. This could be
Yeah.
just how she hangs out.
Is there food?
Empty
That's a telltale
plate next to the bed. There's a couple crumbs.
I'm gonna quietly sneak in, close the door behind me, and then I'm gonna like settle myself into like a comfy like fetal position underneath of her desk and fall asleep under Whisper's desk.
Okay.
Oh.
And that's all.
Bold of you to assume Whisper has a desk. Oh, this isn't her personal room. But
We're at the well,
There's just empty plates
She has
all across the desk.
Yeah,
Plates, cups,
feathers, fur.
All right. Did anyone want to do anything before they
I'll just say, I don't go to bed right away. I spend some time like thinking and probably journaling. And I'm probably gonna end up seeing that note that got slipped under my door.
Okay.
But Lord knows I won't be able to find Clover, so
Yeah.
I'll just talk to her in the morning about it.
Okay. You read the note?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
That's up to you guys if you want to read it out on stream or not.
It'll be discussed. It's fine.
Okay. So, with that, unless there's anything anyone else wanted to do before bedding down for the evening.
Was it just something small? So whenever they came back, Tristan was in his room already, and
you would have been on the airship, and then you all got flown up together.
Oh, so are we not talking about the rooms in the ship, or?
No, we're talking about the rooms
in
at the
the
Frostfang
castle.
Citadel.
Oh, then never mind.
All right.
Go. Never mind.
All right. So, As you all finally bed down, Finnick being the last one. Finnick,
There it is.
No.
as your eyes finally close, laying there, you feel a cold wind encircle around you, and it's your eyes opening once more. You expect to be found in your bed once again, but you're not. You sit in this large, open space, the ground cracked and rotting. Above you in the sky, you see this swirling black mass with as lightning bolts arc across its surface.
Okay.
Have you made a decision? You hear coming all around you as the voice booms out into the space.
I have.
You hear the rattling of chains beneath your feet. And you look down and you just see glints of silver coursing through the cracks in the ground, like snakes through a tunnel. You see
Is
them
that a
all.
good silver or bad silver?
They look like
Would you
the
say it's
chains.
platinum?
No, it does not appear to be platinum. It's like this
Damn.
iron silver color.
Gross.
And you hear them rattling
Okay.
as they snake closer and closer to your feet.
I ignite my wings and I fly off the ground.
Okay. Your wings explode like two fiery wings push out from your back, and you lift yourself up into the air. And as you begin to lift, you see the ground explode out from beneath you with chains rising up to grab your feet. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check for me.
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
God, I haven't had to do one of these in a hot minute. That's actually pretty good. I've remembered I have a +0 to dexterity, so that's a 17.
As you lift off into the air, the ground exploding beneath you, you feel the chains grasp onto your foot and immediately wrap around and start to pull you back towards the earth.
No. This isn't the decision I made.
Well, it is your decision, daughter.
No, it's not.
You feel the chains beginning
This
to
is
wrap
the
up your
decision
legs.
you made for me, and I'm not accepting it.
As you say, not accepting it, lightning shoots from that massive space in the sky, that massive orb in the sky, and slams down around you, constantly blowing up bits of dirt and debris from the ground. It kind of batters against your face as the chains begin to pull you back down towards the earth.
Can I return the lightning bolt?
You can certainly try.
Okay, because it's a...
Can I make an insight
I can
check?
cast lightning... What? Yeah, dexterity saving throw? 16?
You fire forth the lightning. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, God. It's fine. I'm just fighting a god right now. God, I need another d6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jesus.
Lightning bolt's a fun spell, everybody. Oh, and that's really good too. That's 12, 18, 24, 29, 35.
Okay. As you fire the lightning bolt up
I
into
rolled
the
4 6s, so
nice. As the lightning hits the god essentially in front of you, you see the lightning arc down into the ground, hitting the chains that are kind of grasping at you, and you see it crackle up and zap into your body from below as the chains pull you further and further towards the ground, and you take the full damage.
do I?
Yep.
Fuck. Ow!
Hey, I'm attached to these metal things. Maybe I should hit it with electricity.
My brain no work, no good.
As you are pulled back down to the ground, you feel your feet kind of press against the soil, and one of the chains kind of rises up from the ground in front of you, and you see other chains reach out and coil around it to form like this snake-like chain creature, and kind of arcs up in front of you. You see the bits of its face that kind of are just these pieces of chain move like a mouth as it opens up in front of you.
Can I
Choose us.
Can I use my channel divinity?
You can certainly try.
And as I'm like channeling this hold on to read this quick. Okay, so if I'm doing the abjure enemy, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
But as I'm 16.
Okay.
But as I'm channeling this, I'm shouting out, I choose Bahamut.
Okay.
I choose the Platinum Dragon.
As you say that, and you try and use your ability to push it away and push that part from inside of you out, the chained snake kind of rears back up and launches itself towards that chained scar on your shoulder. And as it's coming in, it almost seems like it's in slow motion for a moment, and you see it reaching in, and you could feel the scar on your shoulder burn as almost magnetically drawn to this chain. And as the snake comes closer and closer, you see this briefest flash of gold kind of land on your shoulder, and a familiar canary now sits there as it just tweets for a moment and then belches out this fire from its mouth, engulfing the snake's head, the chained snake in its breath. And you see the iron and metal start to heat up as it begins to melt down just from the temperature of the flames, and you see its mouth get welded shut and the chains kind of rip back. You hear the whole cloud above you begin to quake as more lightning slams down around you. What do you want to do?
It just pecks the fucking chain. Am I still being held by the chains?
They are still currently wrapped around your feet, yes.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Can I try to get out of them?
What would you like to do?
I don't know what to do. Because wings are out. I've called out to Bahamut. Gonna cast guidance on myself as I try to break free of them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save. Roll a charisma saving throw for me.
Ah, you walked into the wrong room, motherfucker. That is a 27.
Holy shit.
You pull back and you begin where the canary sits on your shoulder. You see that mark, which is just moments ago was glowing red as the chains approached it. You see it now faded back to normal skin tone. And as you pull your feet up and you see 3 more canaries kind of come and fly down towards you, landing at your feet. You see another one kind of land on your shoulder. You feel this energy surge through you, and that scar on your shoulder, you see it just begin to glow bright white. You pull, and the chains kind of stretch for a minute before you hear them shatter beneath your feet. Kind of spread your wings and fly up in the air. The 5 canaries joining you in the sky now.
Now, how the fuck do I wake up is what I'm sitting here thinking. I don't fucking know. I feel like there's no real place I can run to in this moment. So, in sort of a panic, I'm looking at the canaries. I am just trying. You know what? I will cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay. What does that look like as you cast that?
I just sort of like bear hug myself, and similar to the armor that I was wearing at the gala, but so like the wings outstretched and sort of like enveloping me, but instead of feathered wings, they're like dragon wings.
Okay.
And so they sort of like shoot out and sort of surround me in like a divine light.
Okay. As you call forth this energy from within, you feel the birds around you kind of circling now. And as the dragon wings kind of fold around you, you feel your fiery wings behind you. You feel the temperature of them growing. It doesn't begin to hurt you, but the tops of them almost begin to solidify with this stone-like texture, and the flames pushing out as the very tips begin to turn bright white as the flames, like jet engines at the end, begin to burn. You can hear it in the air as they just begin to propel you up a bit more. You feel that mark on your shoulder burn a little bit now as you kind of reach a hand up to it. The birds all land on your hand and reach their beaks out and touch the mark on your shoulder. You see it burn away, leaving nothing there anymore.
Love that. Thank you.
You hear above
Now
you.
what?
You hear above you, the chained oblivion begin to. You will not escape us this easy. You see the ground. Hundreds of chains begin to fly up towards you. What would you like to do in this moment?
I'm fucking flying away.
All the canaries look at you expectantly, waiting for you to say something.
Are you to say something? Sorry, what? Just like I said, I chose the platinum dragon.
As you say it again, they look at you and begin to fly circles around you. And this platinum light begins to envelop you. You hear as instead of what you imagine wings, some massive creature growing closer to you from behind. And as you hear another, you feel the pressure kind of press against you, but it doesn't push you forward. But you see all of the chains that have kind of are launching towards you from below slam down like a force hitting them from above. They rattle for a moment before beginning to climb up towards you again. Another force pushes them down a little bit further this time.
I turn around.
As you turn, you see bigger than any dragon you've seen before. The bright...
So bigger than a fucking wyvern.
Well, also the lunar
Oh wait, no,
dragon
the
you
lunar
said.
dragon. I forgot about that.
But this dwarving that in scale. Its bright platinum face kind of curved and arced with these horns that almost look like a crown surrounding its face. You see it inhale deeply, and the plates between it on its neck begin to glow with the spaces between as it this bright white light engulfing you, and it expels this bright white flame that engulfs you before engulfing the ground around you. And as you sit there, your eyes adjusting for a moment from the blinding light, as you kind of blink once more, as you look around, the ground just green with foliage and grasses and everything growing up from it. The sky as you look now is just blue. That sign, that form, no longer there, swirling. You feel that chains that you felt before. Not physical chains, but the emotional, heavy weighted chains. You feel them release from your heart. And you are free now to make the decision and live the life that Finnick wants to live. You can run once more, you can step forward and remove the evils that your family has brought on the world, but it is Finnick's decision now. As you kind of look back towards Bahamut, is there anything you'd like to say?
I've ran from most, if not all, of my problems my entire life. So, thinking to myself, I need to do what needs to be done to protect my friends and the people I love and the people of Exandria. I need to fix the wrongs that have been made by people I once called my family. Because I have a new family now, and I know that they're gonna support me, and that we're gonna continue fighting for what's right. So I am ready to make that choice to stop running, and I'm gonna face my fears fucking head on and gonna make sure shit like this doesn't happen to anybody else, because you know shit's kind of fucked. It's not fun.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight for me, and I'm gonna fight for everyone else too.
Okay. As you say that, you see this large dragon head push towards you. And as it moves toward you, you can feel the wind kind of displace from just its mere mass. And you see all the... Yeah, your hair is blown back. But as it kind of comes close, you see the canaries all kind of depart from around you and land amongst the horns of Bahamut. And you feel that warmth from his breath kind of press against you. And as you wake up in your bed, well rested, not missing any hit points,
Not missing any HP.
not missing any HP,
Thank God.
You feel that encounter. You feel the breath against your face as you awake. And so, if you should choose to take an oath, you know that you would have Bahamut's blessing in this place.
And may Bahamut guide my sword in battle.
Okay. So, as we start the next day, who would like to go first? Okay.
I'll go first, even though I know I'm not there, but I'm on the ship, right?
No, you're in a room at the Frostfang Citadel down.
Okay, I'm keep getting from listening, and then yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm going to just to follow that, which will help. Tristan he got not much sleep, his full rest, but didn't sleep the whole. He's after that he's sitting there and he's looking out. Does he have a mirror in his room?
I'm sorry, who are you looking for?
No, does he have a mirror in his room, like a mirror, something to reflect, to look at?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so he's just looking in the mirror and trying to figure out why, or he kind of already knows, but trying to understand and get and soak in the look that is his permanent look now. He's looking in the mirror and he just sees these like colorful in between orange and black and green and red dragonoid eyes, and he keeps touching his fangs, like just used to them only being there for a short amount of time, but now he woke up and everything is still the same, thinking he was going to wake up and his face would be back to normal again.
Okay. As you kind of look at yourself, the scales are shifting. They do shift between the 5 chromatic colors, but you see once more they begin to radiate this platinum color that kind of begins to overtake the scales. As you are now back in the Frostfang Citadel, you see that shift in your scales begin to take over once more.
Same with the color of his eyes?
Yes, they begin to, while they do shift between red, blue, green, black, and white, as you are here, they do begin to glow slightly with this almost white-like energy. And
it's just him looking, and of like the image would be of him just looking at the reflection of just that and noticing that his body shape is just a little bit, even though he's a little bit bigger, it's not a good thing for him. The way that he's thinking, everything is just, he can't go back, and that's just that.
So, who would like to exit their room first? Or Whisper, do you wake to see Clover? Clover, do you wake up before Whisper?
Whisper has never woken up early a day in this entire campaign.
True.
I do usually wake up early, but I was up most of the night, so I would say I'm probably sleeping in just a little bit. Whisper always sleeps in though, so it's still like a maybe on who wakes up first.
All right.
Is there somebody cooking? Is there food being made?
There is food being made, though. Where the barracks are and the chambers are that you're all sleeping in, you wouldn't probably be able to smell it from there.
But if no one else gets up, I'll just say that Tristan was already awake and he'll go straight down to go get something to eat.
Okay. What about the rest of you guys?
I'll get up.
I'll leave my room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave the room. I'm not stealthy or being quiet this time though, so I don't know if Whisper sees me or not, but I'm just getting up and walking out.
Okay.
I'll Whisper will open up one of her eyes when she hears you moving around and be like, huh, and then go back to sleep for a little bit longer.
Okay. Clover, as you exit the room, you kind of see Finnick exiting her room at the same time. The pair of you kind of look across the hall at each other.
I just look at
Morning.
Clover and I hold my arms out for a hug.
If you insist, she'll hop into your arms.
Oh. I squeeze Clover tight and I just want you to know you didn't ruin my night last night. We both went through a lot, but you're not the reason I started crying.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not mad at me.
No, I'm not mad. Like, I understand needing a distraction.
Are you feeling better?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Have you thought about what they said anymore? Or, I mean, it's only been one night, but
I know I was desperate the first time I reached out to any deity. So, I mean, I probably would have been tempted by almost any offer. But I need to do better than that. I need to do what's right.
you know, all those mean things that they were saying to you weren't true, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You
We
guys
love
are my
you.
family. So
We love you and we want you, and they can all go eat grass or something. I don't know if that's the thing people say, but it is now.
close enough.
All right. So, for brevity's sake, I will say, as you three make your way kind of into the mess hall area, you are instructed to head up to the council chamber of the Platinum Guard, the one you've been to before that has the overlook out onto the mountains. Food, as you are brought up there is food kind of being presented already there specifically for you all, and there's a few other plates out there, but Whisper and Gormrog, you are retrieved from your quarters and instructed to head up to the war room, as it were. I'll say, as you three are make your way into the chamber, Citron is seated at the head in his usual spot, wearing his more dress garb, though it is unbuttoned and kind of slouched open, revealing just like his inner tunic. Easy there, Finnick.
Sir.
But as you enter, any kind of pulls the bit of meat that's been shoving into his mouth down and kind of looks towards you. I trust you all had a good evening's sleep.
Yeah.
You see his eyebrow kind of raises. You say that, Finnick.
What?
Care to share anything?
It seems like you already know.
You see him kind of, a little bit of grin kind of crosses across his face. How do you feel?
I'm comfortable with that.
I feel better. Better after, making a decision and after finally making a decision. Let's be clear about that. still. Those dreams are so fucking vivid, it scares me sometimes.
Well, I think calling them dreams is a bit of a disservice, but
Visions?
close.
Nightmares?
I don't think your dream went that way.
But, yeah.
Well, if you're ready to take your oaths, then we'd be more than happy to facilitate that here.
I just sort of look at the rest of the group.
What's an oath? What do you mean?
I'm making a promise, to put it lightly.
Very lightly.
To who? To Citron?
Oh gosh. I think it would need several months of courting for that to happen.
Excuse me?
I'm just making a joke. I'm just making a joke.
Ormog is very tense.
I'm confused.
As you say that, there are other people beginning to filter in. Pike and the half-elf cleric woman, as well as the three other wing commanders that you had seen previously.
Whisper, I'm making an oath to make things right. I want to fix what my parents have done. And honestly, get rid of the Inquisition as well. Because they've clearly had a much larger part than I realized. And I'm making an oath to do this, and Bahamut will kind of aid me in this quest. Guide me, maybe.
So the thing on the other side of the oath, that's Bahamut, not Citron. Oh. Okay.
As they all kind of begin to gather around, I don't believe I gave them descriptions last time, so I will go ahead and do that now. The cleric woman, you are introduced throughout this morning as High Justicar Thalindra. She is half elf, about 5'10". It's kind of ethereal, commanding presence. Ears that are a little bit long, kind of similar to yours, Whisper, which for a half elf is a little surprising. But she has this long silver hair that's kind of adorned in this intricate braid behind her head. And she has these small dragon charms kind of splayed throughout it. She has these piercing, icy blue eyes. And as she kind of looks from each of you, she is a pretty stern woman, though still youthful in her appearance. She wears these white clerical robes embroidered with silver and platinum threads that almost give this like draconic platinum scale look to the robes in the stitching. She wears this bright polished silver breastplate across her chest with the symbol of Bahamut kind of etched in the center of it. And from her neck, she wears this heavy platinum chain with another symbol of Bahamut kind of adorned on the end. She typically carries a staff with this dragon head as well, decoration at the top. You are introduced to the 1st Legion Wing Commander, Draven, who appears to be human as far as you can tell, standing about 6 foot tall with heavy muscular build, dark hair with these kind of heavy gray eyes with this intimidating glare to it. You see his face kind of marked with scars, running from one in particular running from his left temple down to his jaw. But you get the sense that he's probably earned his way up the ranks through battle. Typically, you see him wearing the darkened steel platinum armor that most of the other dragon riders wear, wyvern riders wear rather. Though today he is wearing the more formal outfit, though missing the entire upper jacket part and just wearing his undershirt for this meeting. The second wing commander is introduced to you as Seraphina. She is half elf as well, and she has this thin, athletic build with her shoulders kind of a little bit wider. Did you have something to say, Whisper? Oh, okay. You get the sense that she, much like Draven, is at peak physicality. She has golden blonde hair kind of tied behind her hair with these emerald green eyes that kind of, as they glance across the room, almost seem to glow. Unlike Draven, however, she does seem to carry this smile across her face that, as she looks upon each of you, you kind of get the sense that you feel a warmth almost kind of fill your heart. Similar to Draven, she is wearing currently the more dress uniform, though she is wearing the overjacket, but it is unbuttoned across the entire front, revealing just her undershirt. And then you are introduced to the third wing commander, whose name is Caliph. That's Caliph, not Keylith. He is Dragonborn, standing about 6'5", black scales, and this large, intimidating presence. He's got that familiar, intense stare that Draven has, though intensified by the draconic features. His horns kind of curve back in this almost elegant crown-like style, giving him this like almost regal look to him that, mixed with the fearsomeness of his visage, is intimidating to say the least. He is fully dressed up in the more formal uniform. It is buttoned all the way to the collar, though the right arm has some adornments that none of the other people have, and there's these mixture of blue dragon scales mixed with bits of bone, kind of as this elegant. It looks like it's crafted out of these dragon scales, and it's almost this like decorative shoulder pauldron that he has had commissioned from somewhere in his past, that he now wears as this symbol of honor on his shoulder. But
before you go further,
yeah,
can you? I got just about all of that, but can you repeat the name of the cleric woman, High Justikar?
Thalindra.
Thalindra. Thank you. I got the rest of it.
Okay, cool. As everyone kind of gathers now at the table, there is a few open seats left, and there are plates that are prepared in front of those seats, though no one has joined them yet. And Pike, I apologize, is wearing just her basic comfortable clothing. She's wearing just like this more rural, rustic style blouse, dark green in color, with this almost hoop skirt beneath her, with this brownish hue to it. I don't know. But as you all
just went through all those descriptions, and that one's just
You're doing great, Joe.
Brownish.
But yeah,
Like a tan.
Yeah, a wonderful tan hue. But as you all kind of sit down, a bit of laughter begins to fill the space as the wing commanders are having a bit of some sort of conversation, as Citron is chatting with them in light conversation as everyone begins to kind of eat their breakfast for the morning. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
Eat.
It's Clover's first time seeing Tristan in the daylight, and she is going to turn to him and say, "You shifted again. Are you okay?"
Not only muted.
I don't know. This is apparently. Oh, and just to make it thing, Tristan's also not wearing his normal. He's no shirt, just his actual, just top with his pants, because his shirt isn't fitting anymore because he's a little bigger. So, and everything was happening. He's also trying to.
Okay, let me rephrase. Clover is like staring at shirtless Tristan. He says, "You shifted again. Are you okay?"
I thought it was a long rage. I woke up and I'm just apparently like this now. Or I don't know, and I was hoping to get a little bit more information before we left. And he's like looking, but not like scared to look at her because he's nervous. He's just scared because he doesn't know how to handle his in front of all these people, and he's assuming people are going to ask questions. So he's just. I don't know if this is forever or permanent, but this might be me now. And then he looks.
Looks away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that I. Oh, sorry.
No.
I'm sorry that all that happened yesterday.
Oh, I think we can talk about that after breakfast.
Agreed. Thank you.
Speaking of after breakfast, shall we discuss how the evening went?
Now it's Clover's turn to look away. She, I don't know, are there like, what's on the table? Are there like biscuits or something on the table?
Every imaginable breakfast food is here.
Oh, she admires all of the gorgeous women in their like, what did you say? They were like peak physicality. Then she grabs the biscuit and looks down and just starts eating her biscuit without looking at anyone, because she knows what she did last night.
Go ahead, Whisper.
It went like crap.
It's unfortunate. Who were you able to speak to, gather to our cause? What's the consensus here? Couldn't have all been for nothing.
Well, we talked with a lot of people, but you know, the bad guys are bad, and the death girls are creepy, and I just don't think anyone we talked to really understood the severity of what we're facing. I'm not good with him. Yeah, there you go. That was a good one. He was really cool.
Earthbreaker Groon at the end of the night agreed to talk to us today. Sorry, I didn't sleep much last night. A little disoriented. At his place, we're to meet him today. He hasn't committed to anything, but he said that if we're able to help him with the
bad guys who are bad guys, as Whisper so eloquently put it, he'd be willing to help us out with the coming threat.
Clover, you're the first, I will say, to hear it, as you hear the heavy kind of footfalls enter in through the doorway behind you, and the bit of it that actually surprises you, because you didn't hear any footsteps coming down the hall. So as your kind of attention turns towards the entranceway, you see the imposing figure of Earthbreaker Groon standing there in the doorway.
We'll speak of the devil.
Oh, there he is.
I apologize for any deception, but I had to ensure that you yourselves were trustworthy.
Makes sense.
Don't really understand this statement, but
Well, I've been watching
apology
you
accepted.
since you've arrived here, and had to ensure that you weren't, in fact, being controlled like our enemies.
Would you like a seat?
Thank you. He kind of makes his way
Some
over,
breakfast?
pulling out a seat, and kind of grabs a plate and begins piling on food for himself.
Yeah, it's pretty good brunch here. I like it.
Seems that way. This is quite the spread. As
There was one that I wanted to talk to, but didn't get a chance to. Some outbursts caught my attention instead. Where are my notes on it?
This is when I have my
Archmage.
face.
Archmage Delena. Cobalt Vault.
I'm aware of Thelina.
Well, I'm sure most people from Vasselheim are, but Citron, I know you weren't with us the entire time, and Hike, you as well. I wasn't sure if either of you managed to talk to her. As a member of the Cobalt Soul, I was hoping to get a chance to speak with her, but that opportunity did not present itself as readily as I had hoped.
Well,
What would you do if she was bugged?
Kill the bug.
It's not as exciting as I thought.
well, we need to make a decision here, whether we try and gather more allies and ruin any chance at surprise attack against them, because now that they've revealed themselves in full to you, I doubt they will sit idly by and just allow us to operate freely.
What's their end game here?
I mean, it seems control, as they've tried to.
Well, they've got so much control already. Like, do they just want to control all the temples and then get all the sword piece? Like, where do they
I think the
stop?
swords
When
are
is it
secondary
okay?
for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
think
part
it's
of me is thinking that they're trying to release it. Release the chained oblivion.
They're trying to unchain the chained oblivion.
I believe that is also the goal. Grun kind of speaks up, as agreeing with you, Finnick. If they were to gather control of all the leaders of all the temples, they would have several of the locations of the anchors for Razadun. And I gather the swords were just a convenient device if they could use to further their own ambitions of breaking the chains.
Finnick, who's Thrasadun?
Chained oblivion.
He has a name? Is he a
Well-
dwarf? Thrasadun?
Well, the Dawnfather's real name isn't the Dawnfather. It's Paylor.
I assumed it was just an entity, abstract concept. I didn't think it had a name.
It does. But yeah, if those blades could release the primordials, who knows what else it could do if it was reassembled completely. So
I'm gonna push a bowl full of grapes just a little closer to Clover and just move the plate of biscuits a little further away.
I see you enjoy the sausage biscuits there, Clover.
no.
No.
I took the
No.
sausage out. I took the
No.
sausage out. You didn't make me that easily.
Oh, it's built into the batter. Little bits of
No.
sausage.
Absolutely
I
not.
was eating biscuits. I was eating spoons. That's mean, Joe.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's not true.
None of that is canon. No, I just noticed that she's on her
Yeah.
third biscuit, and there's maybe 2 left on the plate.
Third vegetarian biscuit, meat-free biscuit.
Yes.
Just adding, if you're gonna snack, just have some variety. Totally derailed my train of thought.
Sorry.
Dresdoon coming back. We gotta stop it. Valeria seems to be pulling the strings, puppeteering everybody. Unless she herself is also being puppeteered. Couldn't really get a read on that.
Oh. How soon would we need to act on this?
I mean, we are ready to go whenever you call for it, but I don't know how long till they're ready to make an attack here. Could it be the next day or two?
So, Grun, who was the one who caught you with the little worm thing? Because for us, it was Darius Blackwood.
It was after my conversation with him that I did feel something crawling across my skin.
I think he needs to also be a target if we're gonna attack.
Well, yeah. Because Darius and Valeria are going to be at the top of the chain, as far as we know.
Right, I'm just saying it's not like a serpent. Huh?
If anyone was looking at Clover, you would notice that at the mention of Darius Blackwood, she completely freezes and just starts scratching herself. Oh.
Yeah.
Is it best to take him out? I'm assuming it'd be best to take him out one at a time.
Well,
They're all gonna know.
Right.
You do kind of have
But
a
it's
hive
also
mind.
just take them both out at the same time?
well, let me ask this. Who are your targets in total? Who do you believe that you need to eliminate?
Definitely Valeria.
Darius. And I guess we don't know how many people were infected versus actively supported them on their own volition. So,
Not really too intimately familiar with the chain of command there.
And at the same time, we have a ticking clock for when Sammy and Raynor show up.
do we have an estimate on when Sammy
Couple
showing up.
days? It feels like a couple days. I don't know, like, specifically. It's just they're getting closer.
Right.
Well, any of the thralls that they have, if I'm assuming it's Darius, considering he's the one who has infected those that we know, or at least attempted to, then his thralls will potentially be under his control. So, do we
Like a
wish-
vampire?
Potentially, I don't know vampires lore that well, but
So if
I don't-
we killed the person that infected them, will that cure the people that were infected? I suppose is what we're trying to figure out.
yeah, I don't know how these creatures work, but if he is the one infecting them, perhaps eliminating him will eliminate them as a threat.
Cut the snake. Bah.
Well, in my opinion, the sooner the better. Unless we need time to gather more allies.
In terms of allies who are going to help us with this, I think Grun is the only one we've got, and the only one we're going to get until
Well-
they're gone.
Citron, are you able to help?
We, of course, will fly with you.
Yeah.
I'll
Pike?
mobilize all 3 wings.
So it's a little unbalanced.
Pike? You in?
Oh,
Bestie?
She kind of like
Bestie?
has a biscuit kind of hanging out of her mouth as you suddenly ask her a question. Oh, well, of course
Sorry.
I'm in.
Okay.
I will gather what few warriors my temple has if we decide to launch an attack.
This, how soon are we thinking? Should we try and maybe get a little more gear? Get a little more prepared?
More gear. I don't know what more we're going to get. We just raided Citron's armory yesterday, day before, whatever it was.
Well, if there's
Yeah.
a way we can stock up on like healing potions or any other, maybe some bug spray.
Oh, does that work?
I have no idea.
I would doubt it.
You know,
It'd be
I
really
heard
funny if it did.
peppermint oil helps get rid of bugs.
But aberrant bugs,
Stock up
I
on
don't know if that
peppermint.
would work.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah, I mean, we could get the mint out, I'm sure. We could try some lilacs or
No, peppermint.
peppermint vest.
Peppermint.
Okay, I'm not a gardener. I'm sorry.
Citron,
It's not. Anyways.
Yes,
do your wings have scouts?
of course.
Can we rely on them to find Darius and Valeria?
I will. Well, once we decide whether we are going to fortify either the Frostfang Citadel, Earthbreaker Grun's temple, or if we're going to launch an attack against them, we can discuss the deployment of scouts and whatnot. Those are our 3 options as far as I see it. We prepare ourselves for an attack, or do we launch a surprise attack against them?
Well, realistically, I don't find them coming this far north.
Certainly would be our most defensible position.
Right.
Do we need to be defending if we're the ones attacking?
I'm just leaving it up to you, Fists, to decide how you would like to handle this.
Because don't you have a temple in the city, correct?
Who are you asking?
Citron.
No, we have no temple in the city.
Oh.
The Platinum Sanctuary is run by Vord, and
We
He's a
saw how that
pretentious
was.
dick.
Yeah.
Or I guess if we need to set up like a home base, we could also do either Pike's Place or Goon's Place if you're so willing.
I think my temple is probably a little too small for us to be able to adequately defend.
Yeah. And I don't want that old guy to get hurt again.
Me neither. He's so brave, but kind of dumb at the same
Oh.
time. Yeah. Just get out of the way. Why is he trying to fight? I don't understand.
Standing
Right,
up for what he believes in.
I get that, but he's time and place. Be careful.
Citron, I'm gonna point something out. Scaly Boy over here, and we grew up with the barbarians. We grew up with the Rivermaw tribe traveling around as nomads. Our battle tactics are basically just run in, hit stuff until it's dead. I don't know much about defensible positions, tactics. Just find the thing, hit it really hard.
What about all the books you read?
What about all the training sessions we've had?
Yeah.
Those are great, but like full scale, outright war battle, like that's a bit beyond me. Like I know how to fight. I don't know how to strategize with this many people.
Well,
Certainly not how to utilize dragons.
Finnick, you have experience in a military. Do you not?
Keep in mind, I was isolated and
Well,
locked either in my room or put in my own tent for most of those years.
Well, I'm sure you've heard things.
But it's good to scout out the target, if you will. Scout out the target first and make sure there's no easy way out.
So, and Tristan goes up and puts his hand on Gormog's shoulder. I am not a military man. I'm not a person of strategy. As my brother here said, I'm usually in the background. I try to just listen and follow along, but I do believe, and if I'm out of turn, I'm sorry, but a planned all-out attack on them, what I believe, like he said, is way better. We are trained in just doing, not defending. We're trained in moving forward. If we attack their post of position, we can also destroy their things instead of having them come to where we're defending and destroying the things that we also have to defend. It's better to, if we are going to possibly die fighting for what this is, I just personally think that we destroy more of their things than letting them destroy our things.
Turn it all down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, it's my vote to go to them and surprise them.
Well,
Yeah.
you see Grun kind of begin to speak up now. Well then, we know that the Grand Inquisitor resides with the Dawn Riders. I apologize. The High Inquisitor resides with the Dawn Riders, usually. And the High Inquisitor, she's usually found at the Platinum Sanctuary. So, if you are to attack the Platinum Sanctuary and make directly for the High Inquisitor, I'm sure reinforcements will be sent from the Dawn Riders. Though if you strike with the Dawn Riders, you can eliminate all of the potential reinforcements. I said that backwards, didn't I? Yes.
Try it again.
Yeah.
Take two.
Sorry. The
And
High Inquisitor is protected by the Dawn Riders. The Grand Inquisitor is protected by the Platinum Sanctuary. So, if you attack the Platinum Sanctuary, you can eliminate a good portion of the reinforcements before on your route to the High Inquisitor, or you can just attack the High Inquisitor by itself and have to deal with all the people under control.
I kind of have a plan if we want to draw out if we want to get my parents out of there and help subdue them before the fight. I think I can cause a distraction. But I don't know if that's a smart idea.
Well, whatever your plan is, everyone will know it once you make contact with one of the infected.
Yeah, because they're all connected. Creepy, like.
If I distract them and you guys sneak inside.
Is this one of those trust me things again? Because that didn't go great last time.
Yeah, is this like another self-sacrifice? Because we're not good at those.
I was just throwing ideas out there.
I have an idea. This reminds me of a storybook that my parents read me growing up. But if you wanted to be a distraction while we snuck in, there was this storybook that the distraction pretended that they were going to join the league that they were trying to break into, and then when they were accepted into the enemy's home, they gifted them this giant statue of a bird. But what the people in the town didn't know was that inside of the statue of a bird were all of the other enemies coming in to fight them. So the distraction got them all in, and then once they were all in, they were in.
So
and they could fight.
I don't know how we're gonna build a bird big enough to hold 3 dragon wings of people.
And a griffin.
And a griffin. I'm not saying no. I don't know how we're gonna do that in a day.
A day is a very short period of time. I'm just saying there's ways to sneak lots of people in. I've read about it in books.
Hear me.
Okay.
Citron.
Or we could just do it.
Do you have explosives?
Don't you have
What?
explosives?
I have one.
What?
It's not big enough.
Why?
Citron,
We
do you
got
have
You an
explosives?
explosive.
No, we don't carry
Distraction!
explosives here.
Why not? You have everything else.
We don't have much use for explosives.
Well, look, now we have a use. We have the sky.
Right,
Which
but what
is
you
an
see,
advantage.
he kind of points up to the metal pipes that trace along the room that lead down to the furnaces, the 5 furnaces below. The prevalence of these heating ducts make explosives probably a bad idea for us to store up here.
I pull my pack closer to me.
Good call.
Rune,
Yes.
what sort of resources do you have at your disposal?
Well, I have the members of my temple that are all prepared to fight and die if need be.
A lot of them?
About 100.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
I'm gonna look at the wing commanders, and I'm gonna say, and how many people do you all have?
Each wing consists of 3 groups of 6. So 18 per wing.
Okay. And Pike, your temple's mostly healers?
Correct.
Alright. How many dragons do you have?
None of us have any dragons.
Are you not dragon riders?
No, we're wyvern riders. They're 2 very different things. One has 4 legs, one has
They
2
are
legs.
not. They are a type of dragon. Wyverns. How many do you have?
Well, there's one for every rider per wing, so that's 18, 36, 50, was it 54?
What are you multiplying?
Plus 54 just on the wings alone. And then there's the auxiliary wing, which supplements. That's another 6. And myself.
60. 61.
So the answer's enough.
It's not
Do
including
you have any
all
We
the-
extra?
basically have an army.
That's not including any of the younger wyverns or any of the wyvern riders in
I'm just
training.
talking about battle ready. And just like the three of you, I'm positing this as an idea, not a this is what we're doing. Groon and most of the wyvern riders go after Darius and the reinforcements. We and a handful of the riders go after Valeria. And I say that so that we get the upper hand of flying in to attack her. Not just like storming the front door, but like drop in from above.
Bird shit. Oh, not bird shit. I took that back.
But
Okay. But basically, because we have 2 small armies and the Fists of Fate, why not have the armies take out the reinforcements and attempt to take out Darius? While we go after the leader, take her out.
The head of the snake.
Yeah, something like that. The head of the worm.
Yeah.
worms.
Yeah.
Might I
I
add
just
a
put a hand
recommendation
on
then?
her shoulder, like I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is spitballing. Go,
When we
go right
launched,
ahead.
we launched the surprise attack against the Platinum Sanctuary first. Draw as many guards from the Platinum Citadel, the Dawn Riders Citadel, away, and then bring in with your strike team.
That works.
Sorry,
Yeah.
say that again. I got distracted by a list of comments on a live stream chat that I'm following.
Why don't we launch the attack against the Platinum Sanctuary first to draw as many reinforcements from the Dawn Riders Temple, and then we
Yeah.
bring your team in
That works.
as a strike team.
Sure. I'm about it.
You will
Hey,
be
Citron,
going
here's
in
a
with
question.
minimal reinforcements. You understand that?
Yeah, that's why you're taking
long
out
as
the
we have some.
reinforcements.
But Citron, I got a quick question for you. How long does an oath take?
A few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Depends on how many words you're saying.
I would recommend before
Words are hard.
we launch.
Take the rest of the time beforehand to prep.
Meet you all down in front of the furnaces in an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that, Whisper, go ahead.
Before we break brunch, after he says that and people start talking, or is it? Are we at that point?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to turn to Felindra
Okay.
and notice that he's wearing a bunch of dragon stuff, right? Like little dragon pendants and things. And I want to ask her, so you like dragons, huh?
I mean, it's mostly Bahamut. Yeah, yes.
I like dragons too, and I'm going to show my little dragon tooth necklace.
Just, Okay, what what kind of dragon is that from? That's a shape I'm
A
unfamiliar
lunar
with.
dragon.
I,
It's a
I
lunar dragon.
did not think those existed anymore.
They do because of me. Um,
Okay.
Oh
I-
no.
She's not wrong.
I
How?
am so that's a story for after we win this fight, right? Because we don't have time. We got to get ready. But I am looking for something, and with all of your dragon stuff, I'm wondering if you collect dragon stuff because I'm looking for an image of a lunar dragon, like on a piece of metal or an engraving or something.
I
Maybe
don't believe
gold. Gold.
we have anything, any vestiges of a lunar dragon, unfortunately. The last place I'm aware of them was Lirengorn? They may have something there. That, because I think it
Really,
was
you guys
with-
don't collect art?
I
and-
mean,
and
not
stuff?
lunar dragon art, unfortunately.
Oh, I was hoping.
I apologize. I mean, I could get one of our smiths to work on something for you, though it may take a few days.
Yeah, they won't be done in an hour though, right?
No, probably not. That's going to take them a bit of
Hmm.
time.
Okay, let's say yes
Okay.
for now because unlike the others who are ready to die, I'm not ready to die.
I mean, I'd
We're
rather
gonna
not
make it
die
through this.
either.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I will pay.
Okay,
for it.
sure. Just give us the materials that you'd like us to make it out of, and I'll pass it on down to one of our smiths for you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Just whenever you feel like it, just send me the list of descriptions and materials that you'd like to use.
Sure.
All right. Before we go on, is this going to be a transport right to when we're about to leave? When we come back?
No, we're gonna take a break, and then we'll pick up in an hour as you all gather in the furnace room. Okay. All right. So we'll be back in a few minutes, everyone.
Not an hour-long break, just
Yes.
a break and then an hour in-game
Yes. All right.
shift.
We'll be right back. Couple minutes. All right. are back. Okay. Let's get this going here.
Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck. Nobody. All right.
Oh, and actually, no, I've seen every single episode. Don't do that.
Guys, focus. Focus.
Sorry. Darkwing Duck's on the greatest
We all
cartoon
have
of all time.
ADHD. It's fine.
All right.
The greatest theme song of all time.
All right. And we're back. So, as the hour ticks by and you all make your way back down to the bottom level of the Frostfang Citadel, is there anything anyone want to do right before that, just so I know?
You wanna talk
On the
about
way
RoboCop?
down,
I didn't hear what you said, Tristan. Gormog.
I said, do you want to talk about RoboCop?
Focus. Tristan, what are you doing?
on the way down, Tristan's gonna go up to Finnick. After that, her moving up to, and he's gonna ask her. He's gonna go up to. He's gonna go. Finnick, I really hope that this is not imposing. I'm sorry. And he just starts kind of like looking at his arms and it goes to kind of touch his face a little bit. Is there a way that, would you mind if I'm with you or next to you while you're taking your oath?
I wouldn't mind at all. Ideally, I'd like everyone there.
I was hoping
Like I
to be
said-
able to sit or kneel with you, not directly next to you, but be in a short presence.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Don't apologize. I reach out and put a hand on his shoulder. Kristen, it's okay.
All right. With that, as you all kind of make your way down through the icy staircase, you enter into the circular, semi-familiar room. You see the walls kind of lined with these shimmering ice crystals that catch the reflection from each of the 5 furnaces and illuminate the entire room in this beautiful golden hue. You see the floor kind of made of polished marble at this point, etched with runes of protection and reverence. Finnick, you can instantly tell that these are symbols of Bahamut and words of his creed labeled, spread out across the floor. As you look around the room, it is now lined with Platinum Riders as they all stand there in their full armor, the light reflecting against it. You see several of the riders holding bits of armor in their hands. And you see the 3 wing commanders lined up between each of the 5 pillars. And you see Citron standing there, center, with the High Justicar standing in front of him. No way. Did we just drop out? Are you kidding me?
Joe,
Anyone
you're
else
so
lose
Oh,
Joe?
no.
Yeah, you're lagging hard, Joe.
Oh no, you just came back.
All right.
Back.
All right. It dropped out there for a second. I don't know why. What was the last thing you guys heard?
The Citron standing there?
You see Citron standing there,
Standing.
just in front of his wing commanders, and then you see the High Justicar standing in front of him, just slightly to the side, in her full armor as well. As the room goes quiet with your all's entrance, you see her kind of look across at the 5 of you. Step forward and kneel before the sacred heart of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. Let the light of justice, mercy, and honor guide his soul to you as you take this solemn oath.
I do so.
You step up now, up towards her. Tristan following behind you. What are the other 3 of you doing?
So I'm gonna keep I'm not gonna go like next to her. I'm gonna keep a little distance between. It's her. Yeah.
Okay. What are the other three of you doing?
I'm gonna stand there, but I'm not gonna kneel.
Yeah, I'm standing a little bit behind, but I'm there. Like, I'm there for you, babe.
Okay. Repeat after me.
Yeah, all the way in the back.
Repeat after me, and let your words be bound by the divine essence of Bahamut. I say your name.
Hi. Finnick.
Stand before the sacred heart of Bahamut and the eyes of my comrades to pledge my unwavering loyalty to the Platinum God.
Too many words at once, Joe.
Maybe copy and paste that?
Yeah,
Send it in a message.
I'll send the whole thing in a message for you.
Please and thank you.
Let me not do it there. Let me do it over here.
I, Finnick, do pledge my heart and soul to Big Bahamut.
All right.
Dad Bahamut.
Jesus, that's a lot. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I don't think Jesus is the God you're pledging
No.
yourself to.
Who's Jesus?
Huh?
I, Finnick, stand before the sacred heart of Bahamut and the eyes of my comrades to pledge my unwavering loyalty to the Platinum God.
I, Finnick, stand before the sacred heart of Bahamut and the eyes of my comrades to pledge my unwavering loyalty to the Platinum Guard.
Do you swear to uphold the ideals of Bahamut, to be a beacon of justice and mercy, to defend the innocent and to vanquish evil wherever it may lurk?
I swear to uphold the ideals of Bahamut. I shall be a beacon of justice and mercy, defending the innocent and vanishing evil wherever it may lurk.
Do you vow to honor the sacrifices of the noble dragons, to protect the sanctity of the Frostfang Citadel, to stand united with your brethren in the face of adversity?
I vow to honor the sacrifices of the noble dragons. I shall protect the sanctity of Frostfang Citadel and stand united with my brethren in the face of all adversity.
Do you commit to living a life of integrity and courage, to always seek the path of righteousness, and to carry the light of Bahamut in your heart, guiding your actions and decisions?
I commit to living a life of integrity and courage. I shall always seek the path of righteousness and carry the light of Bahamut in my heart, guiding my actions and decisions.
Rise now, as a sworn member of the Platinum God. May Bahamut's blessings be upon you. May your deeds bring honor to his name and protection to these sacred lands. Welcome, Platinum Rider.
I rise as a Platinum Rider with Bahamut's blessing upon me. My deeds shall bring honor to his name and protection to these sacred lands, for justice, for mercy, and for the Platinum Guard.
Let it be known that this oath binds you to the highest ideals of our order. Go forth with the strength of the dragons and the light of Bahamut. Welcome, Platinum Rider. And as she says that, you hear the entirety of the guard around you. Welcome, Platinum Rider. She kind of reaches a hand out for you.
I take it.
She helps you up to your feet. And as she does, you see the members of the guard, each of them holding a bit of armor, begin to, one by one, walk over to you. Strapping on a bracer, then another bracer. The chest armor, the thigh, the legs, the shin guards, and the helmet.
Oh god, the helmet.
Optional. And the last brings over. What would be your choice of weapon?
Oh god. I mean, probably a sword. Like a
As
great sword of some kind.
Citron steps forward to you now, holding in between his hands a long platinum greatsword. He holds it out
shit.
towards you.
Damn. Okay. I take it.
Welcome, Finnick. I think the last thing is for you to meet your wyvern.
So you're what?
What? I get a wyvern?
Well, you are part
Sorry,
of the
this
guard.
is Cece talking. I get a wyvern?
You are part of the guard now.
Oh shit. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
As that last bit,
Let's go.
Yes.
as you grasp hold of the sword from Citron's hands, you see all 5 of the furnaces explode with energy, and they begin to glow brightly. And you feel the armor on you warm just from the light of it. And you feel your body begin to shift and adjust. Would you care to describe how your body shifts as you take your oath?
So as this oath is sort of like finalized, I guess this is gonna be very weird for everybody to watch. But because Finnick originally had these long pointed ears, but they've now sort of shrunken down to the size of like a half elf's. So they're still like slightly pointed. And her, I guess not a whole lot of her appearance changes, but her hair would now naturally be sort of like that silver color. Because it was dyed previously.
Did you
And just
touch
the
up your
general I just touched at the roots.
roots?
Thank you for noticing. And I feel like just that general aura about her changes. In a sense.
Okay.
Just I'll get to see more later.
Okay. With that, Citron begins to move towards the staircase, leading you back up towards the hangar in which you entered in originally. You all following upwards. Same with all of the riders that are down there. About the dozen of them that are filled into the room. You exit onto the hangar bay, and you are led over to a stall in which you see this wyvern, though a little younger than some of the other wyverns in the space, wearing its platinum armor. It's got this armor bit across its head. Its edges of its wings have the platinum kind of bracers across the bones with the platinum shin guards. Its tail, the poisonous tip is kind of covered in this platinum blade. And you were led over.
Oh my god.
She's yours to name, Finnick.
Oh god. Joe, I wish you would have fucking warned me. I don't have anything prepared. What color is it?
So what color would you like her to be? This is yours to describe however you'd like.
This is where I'm having trouble separating Cece from Finnick here. Oh my god. I think it's gonna be like a deep golden, like orange gold.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Joe, you sprung this on me.
Well, we have tater trot and cilantro and risotto and Talon.
Oh my gosh. Decisions. Goldenia.
Goldenia.
Goldie for short.
Okay.
sister's name is Goldie. Clover screams.
Goldenia.
With that, Citron opens up the stable door, kind of leads you in, handing you the reins that are currently mounted on Goldie's mouth. Steps to the side and holds a hand out to help lift you up onto the saddle that is strapped to her back.
Hell yeah.
You kind of mount on. You see him give you a brief grin before moving out to his own stall, mounting his wyvern, as do all of the members of the Platinum Guard that are in attendance. You see Citron from his mount kind of look towards you, whisper, "Care to join us?"
Yes.
You see Talon brought out from his own stall with
Hey,
a
buddy.
with a saddle on his back.
Oh, he doesn't need that, but sure.
They got it ready for you just in case. Finnick, Goldie just instinctually begins to make her way out of the bay, kind of rocking you side to side towards the tip of the hangar. And as she walks down the hangar bay, the other wyverns file out with their riders on, kind of lining up in this V formation behind you. Finnick, Whisper, you as well are able to make your way anywhere in this formation that you'd like. But as Goldie kind of gets up towards the edge, you look out from the opening across the entire scape in front of you, and you see the mountains kind of rising off in the distance. She stretches her wings out. You feel the wind kind of get caught up underneath her wings for a moment, pushing you up. You stand there, and she stands ready, waiting for your command to launch.
I just sort of, like, I turn back to look at the group, like, is this fucking happening right now? Jesus Christ. Okay. As I see Tristan doing the thing, I just, like, whip the reins.
You hear,
Let's go!
You hear, like, the rattle come from Goldie's neck as she kind of flies off and begins to instantly dive bombing straight down, your hair whipping behind your head. The rest of you hear the hoots and hollers as the rest of the Platinum Guard kind of picks their own wyverns into the sky, and they all kind of dive bomb down behind her, forming this V formation. Whisper, you joining as well. You dive down. Finnick, in the first time in a long time, unlike when you ran away and that freedom that kind of set in, that anxious freedom that at any point you may be caught and dragged back to the hellscape of your home. As the wind whips beneath your hair now, you are free. Free to make your own path in life now. Free to make the decisions that you wish. Your fate is your own now. As you pull up across the ground, begins flying across the sky in your inaugural flight. Tristan, Clover, and Gormrog, you are left alone in the hangar with just the High Justicar standing there with you all. Well, that went well, I think.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her. And she named her wyvern after my sister.
That's nice. Tristan, do you have a moment to talk?
You're muted, bro.
He looks at both Clover and Gormog for just a quick flash while he's answering.
Would you care to have the conversation here, or did you prefer in private?
Here is fine.
Well, I would first like to say that I've been doing some digging into the curse that has afflicted you. And I regret to inform you that I believe that you are turning into an Abishi.
Would Tristan himself know what that is?
You can roll an intelligence check.
Thirteen.
Intelligence, or you can make it a religion if you're proficient in religion.
Oh, hold on. Nope, neither. Just
Okay.
13.
Okay. You have no idea what an Abishi is. Never heard that word once before.
Mm-hmm.
How do you
Gormrug and
spell
Clover, Abishi, I think it is.
AI at the end.
AI. There you go.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
ABISHAI.
Well,
I know what those are, but what kind of check?
religion check.
No, just no.
I know they are too. That's what I'm speaking.
Okay. That being said, I believe that this group that has cursed you is dedicated to the scaled tyrant, and I believe that they are hoping to make you another one of her thralls. It seems, based on your current appearance, that time may be growing short for you.
Short. Would you have any frame of how short of time that is?
Well, within the next few months, I would say, depending on how much you exert your anger, or I fear that your anger may be what pushes it further.
He looks. How is there any way for me to reverse this? Is there, or is that knowledge not how do I fix this?
I have been doing research since we saw you the last time, and I believe that I may be able to remove this curse, and while I can't cure you completely, I can focus the curse into an object if I were to have the right materials, though that list I'm still working on gathering for you. It will be a ritual that we will have to perform, but I do believe it is possible, as long as you are able to gather the resources in time. I had better news. I'm sorry, Tristan.
I'm sorry, misunderstood. I am a lot to take in, a whole lot to take in. But the most information I've gotten, and I actually know now. Thank you. Just thank you.
Well, I will continue my research, and when I have the final list that I will need for the ritual, I will be sure to give it to you.
Yeah, we have much more important things to deal with than this right now, and I will when we survive and when we win, when we will win, we will win. I will be back for the rest of that if it's prepared.
With that, she kind of reaches a hand out and places her hand on your shoulder before dropping it to her side and turning to return to the inner workings of the Citadel. As that happens, the rest of you no, Cece, it's just platinum armor.
Okay. You could have saved it for later, but
yeah, I just want to say because I'm impatient. But as you three now stand alone in the hangar, you have a moment to yourselves if the three of you care to discuss anything.
I'm just gonna grab Tristan's hand and give him a big hug.
And he's always usually hesitant, but in this moment he takes the hand, he embraces the hug very, very openly, and holds it until she's ready to let go.
You're gonna hold it for a while. She's gonna back up after a minute and like just look up at him in the eyes and say, she's gonna fix it. She already knows what to do. And Gormrag and I are both gonna help her.
After that, he's gonna stop for a second. He's gonna turn over and he's trying to have a serious look. Then he looks over in the Gormy's eyes, and the one person who usually has only seen the look, and will see a look of fear that he won't show anybody else, but he'll look over at Gormy for just a quick second, and he's gonna see that look that he knows very well. That he's holding the stoic, but he is more than terrified.
Make an insight check.
$19. Why am I not as funny as it? It's 19. 19, 20, 22, 24, 24.
When you look at Gormrog with fear in your eyes, it's only ever met with a steadfastness that you've relied on. This time there's something else. There's fear in Gormrog's eyes too. These bugs are gonna drive me nuts. There's still that steadfastness of, we're gonna do this, we're gonna fix this. I made you a promise and I intend to stand by that. But there's also fear now.
When he gets that, he goes and he looks back and he looks into Clover's eyes. And as he's holding her hand, he's just taking his thumb and just lightly rubbing the top of her hand, and we're going to win, and above all, nothing is going to happen to any of you.
And nothing's gonna happen to you.
With that, the rest of the wing kind of begins to land back in the hangar. Finnick and Whisper, you're free to fly however much longer you'd like. As the ceremonial flight kind of comes to an end, the rest of the Wyverns landing make their way back into their hangars before the guard dismounts. And as you enter in, Finnick, there's another celebration for you. But Citron kind of makes his way over. Whenever you're ready, we can finish our preparations and launch.
why don't we save the celebration for later? I know we got a lot to do.
Very well. That being said, I'll meet you back in the war room whenever you all are ready. he kind of departs, leaving you all, various other Platinum Riders, kind of in the space, but none of them seeming to pay you much attention as the 5 of you gather up once more.
Clover's gonna run right up to Finnick and just start hopping up and down, and you did it! And you flew, and you have a wyvern!
Oh my god.
You?
Thank you.
Seems like I'm not the only one with scales anymore, huh? Gives her a nice little nudge on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You can go on joyrides all the time.
Dude. That's awesome. I'll take you guys for a ride anytime. On the wyvern.
As soon as we beat everybody who we're fighting tomorrow, you can take me on a celebratory ride.
Of course.
Zoom, zoom.
Thank you guys again for just being with me and supporting me this whole time.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys would like to do for this rest of this day, or do you feel your plans are prepared enough?
How much of the day do you have? Like, what time is it?
Whatever time you want it to be. Time's a weird soup right now.
Was going to say something.
I was gonna ask, there's no artificers here?
No.
I was wondering that too, because then we could turn our airship into a bird and sneak it into there. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Find some artificers someday, though.
I do have something if nobody else does.
Go for it.
Is Grun still here?
Yes.
Alright. At some point throughout the weird soup that is the time we're here, I'm gonna pull Grun aside. And hey, you got a minute?
What can I do for you, Gormrog?
You serve Cord?
That's correct.
But you seem pretty chill.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever met anybody who served a notoriously violent upper creature. I suppose. I didn't ever meet somebody who was a servant of a god of war, a god of conquest, a god of violence, who wasn't also very aggressive, very violent, very bloodthirsty.
Well,
Growing up the River Maw, I didn't exactly have anybody like that. But in the Cobalt Soul, I don't really know anybody who pursues much beyond adventuring and study. You're the first person I've ever met who embodies anything close to the type of person I want to be. I was just wondering, after we take out the Inquisitors and stop the coming threat of the Titans and break the curse on my brother laid on him by Tiamat, and I go on a date
And. There's a lot that still needs to happen. Pretty sure we're gonna jump to a different plane of existence at some point. Any chance you're taking on students?
Reaches a hand out and kind of clasps onto your shoulder. Firstly, the Stormlord is not conquest and bloodshed. It's bravery, strength, and glory. If those are the things you seek, then you can come to the temple, and we will train together. We will harden your body and your mind.
Hey.
If that is the path you wish to choose, there is space for you, Gormrock.
Obviously, this is not a now thing. But if we ever get some downtime, I think I might pay you a visit.
Well, I look forward to it, Gormrock.
Thank you.
He kind of reaches into his pocket, pulls out. You've seen him wear the several large, like, steel iron orbs around his neck. And he pulls out a chain similar in style, though smaller, painted in the red that you've seen on the symbol of the Stormlord before. And kind of holds it out to you.
Sorry, I'm a fucking nerd. I have one. Anyways.
Take it.
Kind of drops into your hand. You instantly feel the weight. Kind of pull you down for a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn and walk away.
Okay. So, for brevity's sake, as you all kind of gather back up in the war room of the temple, of the Frostwing Citadel, rather, the table has been cleared of food, and now there lays this rough map of Vasselheim. You see the mountains towards the east where the Dawn Riders' keep is. You see several pieces kind of laid up over there. You see the Frostfang... I apologize. You see the Platinum Sanctuary laid out on the map as well, with several other bits, what you gather to be troop icons, kind of laid out in it. You see the Temple of the Stormlord in the map, with markers denoting the different troops that he has there. And you see the Sarenrae Temple, much smaller on the map, with a few bits of markers in it as well. And then on the side, there are several more pieces of Platinum Guard symbols, symboled miniatures, essentially, laid out on the map. Well, how shall we divide our troops?
Well, I know we need a good number of them to deal with Darius and cause enough of a commotion to bring out more reinforcements. So then they can tackle those reinforcements while we go to attack Valeria. I believe that was a plan we had agreed upon.
Mhm.
But we still need some people with us.
Well, Grun kind of speaks up. I think it best if I move my troops directly to the Platinum Sanctuary. They won't require any air support to get there, and they are in close enough proximity where I can dedicate them directly towards the assault. It's just a matter of dividing the wings between the two locations. And do you wish to transport healers from the Sarenrae Temple to the keep, or do you wish for them to attack the sanctuary?
I don't think the healers should be on the front lines. I think they should be a sort of second wave entry. Like essentially a cleanup crew. We had somebody join us for a short time named Quell. He was, I think he was a healer, but he had a tendency to not really heal anybody until they were on their last legs, conserve spell slots, but still keep us going. Which I thought was a novel concept, but effective. So having them come in towards not necessarily the end, but not necessarily the beginning either, might be beneficial for everybody involved.
Absolutely. If they take our healers down, then we have no chance. So.
Okay. Well then, have them support the Stormlord's troops as a secondary wave. Do we wish to airlift any of them towards the Dawn Riders' keep?
Well,
yeah,
a couple of them would probably be a smart idea.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure that I keep saying like we want to have people everywhere, but I know I have healing capabilities. Gormrog, you have that staff of healing. And Whisper, I'm pretty sure with that little trick you got. Sure, you got some tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah. I'll try my best.
Well, then I think the question is, which of the three wings do we want to go where? If we need one to transport healers up to the Dawn Keep, the Dawn Riders' keep, that leaves two more.
Where's everybody starting?
We'll all launch from here, except the Stormlord's troops will make the first wave against the Platinum Sanctuary, at which point we can bring in wings from the Frostfang Citadel, and it's just a matter of where you'd like to deploy them.
Where is the Temple of Sarenrae to begin with?
That is on the northern part of the city. It's between the two temples.
Yeah. That's how I
On the
see
Heaven's
it.
Stair?
I'm sorry?
On the Heaven's Stair?
It's still within Vasselheim, though, the northern edge of the Quad Roads.
Quad Roads, okay. That may be where they should stay until it's time to send that second wave in, considering the Silver Talon's reach and the Quad Roads are right on top of each other. I think the Stormlord's people should come in that first wave, though.
Yes, I would agree. What about the wings? We have three of them. You're going to need one if you want to bring members of the Sarenrae's temple up towards the Dawn Riders. So that leaves two. Do you want both on the Platinum Sanctuary, or do you wish to separate them, or what?
I think we should split them up. One for the initial assault, one for the second with the healers, and one with us to get us to Valeria.
Very well. Then all we have to determine is the signal for when we should move in towards Valeria.
Ow, I stubbed my toe.
I mean, simple, but I don't think anyone will be saying that on the field, so it could work.
I would.
Depends on whether or not they stub their toe, I guess. Is there a way to send a signal across the city, like sending, skywriting, explosions in the sky of different colors?
I'm sure we can have one of our casters produce some sort of effect in the sky. If that's what you'll be waiting for. What would you like the condition to be for them to send that?
Well, we shouldn't be too far away, but some kind of visual cue would be ideal, or long-range message.
Yes, but what would you like them to... When would you like them to launch that message?
As soon
I
as
guess.
the flow of reinforcements slow down.
Very well. It
From
will take time for them to move
Inquisitors.
from the keep towards the Silver Talon's reach.
Well,
Yeah.
if we have eyes in the sky keeping track of them, watching from a distance.
Correct. It's just
If
we
we
run
have,
the risk.
do you have sending stones?
No,
we could use?
We do not have sending stones, unfortunately. Though, if we leave scouts in the air above the keep, we do run the risk of them being spotted.
Well, I'm not saying keep them out in the open.
I understand that, though. They will have counter scouts, for lack of a better term.
We also have scouts. Yeah.
Yes, they will also be prepared. And if they see any of our scouts, then it could cause them to not reinforce.
We could disguise ourselves.
Hey, Delindra, you got any suggestions?
Me, I'm unfortunately not the strategist of the...
No, but you're a caster. I don't know magic, so like, as a cleric, do you have something you can do to just be like, hey, time for the next people?
I'm certain I can figure something out.
Because if you're there with Citron on the front lines, you can be the one to have him. He can be the one to say, all right, now it's time. You could be the one to send the message.
Well, yes, I can send a divine messenger, I'm sure.
It's a possibility. Speaking of Pike, are you able to bring another one of those?
Yes, I'm sure I can summon another one. I just need to gather up some resources.
Might be a good idea. Where is the Dawn Riders staying?
The Dawn Riders is the keep is
Dawn Keep.
Yeah, it's the Dawn Keep. It's east outside of Vasselheim, like by the mountain range.
East, okay. Dawn Keep. Okay.
I mean, I could always fire something into the air too. Unless we need people. Because we're the ones sending the signal when we move in?
I was assuming that we were all us, our group, where we were going to be together.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Okay.
We're going to be
We're
together
just splitting up
going
the
to
troops.
the Platinum Sanctuary. Is where we're going?
No, you
We're
guys are
going to the Dawn
Keep.
Keep Citadel.
We're going to the Dawn Keep Citadel. They're going to the Platinum Sanctuary. Okay. Okay.
We're definitely going to be worried about a lot of the main fight. We all know it. We're going to be protecting people We have to make sure that they worry about the signals and we worry about the fight.
Can we have scouts on the ground?
We could
Either disguised or hidden?
we could lay troops in the city to be scouts, yes. Though they won't be able to monitor the inside of the Dawn Keep if that's what we're
But if
waiting on.
if the reinforcements are leaving from the Dawn Keep, we can keep an eye on that.
That's true, yes, that is a possibility.
And then give it some
Grimm's
time.
people would be ground troops. But yeah. Sorry.
That's the plan then?
We'll wait for the signal and then we'll move in.
Very well. I shall send out the scouts this evening to gather positions. And then we leave at dawn? Or do you need more time?
I thought we were leaving later today,
Well,
Yeah.
but maybe I'm crazy.
my scouts will need time to get in position.
Okay.
This may be a stupid question. Is dawn a bad time to attack people in the Dawn Keep Citadel?
I'm unaware of any abilities they have at dawn, though Finnick, maybe you would be more familiar with if there's some sort of dawn power they have.
Maybe
They're
we
not.
could-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was just gonna say they usually wake up at dawn, so they're usually gonna. So they'll be full rested. But if there was a way we could make sure they don't get a long night's rest,
Well, what if we go in the middle of the night?
catch them off
What
guard.
if we all go to bed right now and then head there like in the early morning hours?
Just
possible.
before dawn,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't.
Can you send your scouts out now? We'll take a
Yes,
long
I will
rest.
send them as soon.
And
I'll send them out post haste. You see him kind of motion, and one of the Dragonborn Wing commander kind of gets up and makes his way out and begins getting things set up for the evening.
So let's say, what time is it now?
6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Probably
6 o'clock. 8 hours.
Evening.
so 4 a.m. No, 2 a.m.
We'll wake up at 2 a.m. and head that way.
Okay.
That should definitely interrupt their night.
Very well. Is there anything left for us to discuss? Very well. We will send our messages, get our people in position, and be prepared for the morning. Good night, Fists. And he kind of stands up, as do the other wing commanders, Groon and Pike, and they all make their way out of the room, leaving just the 5 of you there for a moment if you care to have any further conversation amongst yourselves.
Y'all are just gonna tell me what I have to do tomorrow or tonight, right?
basically, we wait while everybody else runs out. And they're going to tell us when to go, and then we're going to go in. And we're going to hit stuff,
Cool.
and it's going to be great.
Try your absolute best to wild shape not into a caterpillar.
Okay. I grabbed this from the table for you while everyone was talking, and I give you a biscuit.
Do you think he was going to do about the sausage thing?
What?
Citron, who said the sausage biscuit, he was just joking, right?
There's no sausage in those biscuits, I promise.
Yeah.
It was a joke and not a well thought out one.
Well, I mean, we could always eat dinner, too. Get a good full belly before an eventful day. Again.
Only.
I'm not very hungry, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we should get some sustenance.
All right.
Clover, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah. Yes.
I sort of pull you away. Are you okay? You seem stressed.
I mean, we're going into a pretty big battle tomorrow.
Is that the only thing you have on your mind?
I think that anything else needs to be set aside until after the battle tomorrow.
Okay.
But, thanks for checking in.
Of course. I care about you deeply, and usually I can tell when something's off.
We'll plan like a tell-all date for the day after tomorrow.
A group therapy session?
That sounds good.
Okay. With that, is there anything else anyone else wanted to do for the evening before you all bed down?
Tristan's. Sorry.
You go ahead. It can wait.
Tristan's going to find Whisper. I don't know if it's a part of the time where like everyone's kind of half separated, or we're gonna do other things.
Whatever you want it to be is fine.
Okay, it'll be a moment and time where we're all separated, and Tristan's gonna find Whisper, and he's going to. I know that we don't talk too much, not from the beginning at least. But I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I can see that you're more willing to do the things that I'm also willing to do.
Look
To get-
out. That's what
I
you mean,
just-
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I plan on going in, and I know that Gormy is not a huge fan of it, and everything has to be on strategy, and they're expecting everything to work according to plan.
Shit.
Do you think I can get a small promise that if things start going down, that don't let anyone stop any of us from trying to do what we have to do at the end of the day to win?
What do you mean by that?
And he looks back, make sure no one's looking. If I feel the moment, I'm going to run in. And I'm going to give it my entire everything and all of it. If I have to, I'll throw every single bit of myself into every part that has to be done in order for us to win, in order for everyone to make it out, in order for this battle to be successful. I am not going to be holding back any punches.
We shouldn't, yeah.
I know we don't know each other very well. We don't talk very often, but I have a feeling that there's one thing that we can do, which is put everything into it and let it all happen.
Mm-hmm. Down. Fist bump.
Keep his hand up very easily, and I believe I will still be protecting you, along with everyone. But let's just see what happens, and no matter what, if the ashes are the ashes, as long as we win, that's all that matters.
Yep. I'm about it. Dick
I would
the new
say-
look, by the way.
And he's. You know what? Thank you. I'm not happy with it, but thank you.
Well, I think we're gonna do fine. We're gonna kick ass. We're gonna burn it all down. And we're gonna have a big dinner tomorrow.
We're gonna win.
With that, as you all kind of bed down for the evening. Go ahead,
One
Whisper.
more thing. Earlier, like before, while people were still up and moving around, could I ask somebody in the Citadel if they have a herbalism kit?
Yeah, I would say it's easy enough for you to get together an herbalism kit.
Cool. Is there grounds around the Citadel? Or like a
Grounds?
grove or forest? A forest or
There
like
is
outdoor area?
Yeah, you have to like fly down to the ground, but there is it's mostly snow covered, but there is a forest in the valley between the mountains.
Could I take some time, since we have pretty much the whole day, to
Yeah.
try to find some herbs?
Sure. Go ahead and roll what herbs are you looking for?
To make a healing potion kind of herbs.
Okay, go ahead and roll a medicine check for me.
That's a 19.
With a 19, I'll say you gather enough to go ahead and make one healing potion, one basic healing potion.
Sweet.
I will also say, as you all are getting prepared to leave the next morning, you are gifted 5 healing potions, 2 greater healing potions, and 1 superior healing potion.
Shit.
We should each have one regular healing potion.
Well, I just made one, so I'll take another one.
I can always keep extras on me.
Are we in game talking or?
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. Whoever wants a
Everyone's
healing
dead.
potion.
Are we all
make
together?
one.
Loosey goosey right now. Whatever you want.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Let's
we have-
discuss it later too.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
But all right, so you're given all those before you get ready to ship out the next day. But as you all go to bed, get a night's rest.
Actually, Joe, I'm sorry. I need 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
As we all head off to our separate bed chambers for the night, Clover goes into her room and closes the door, but not all the way. She keeps it like a crack, and she's just sitting on her bed. She's staring at the door, and she's like having this intense like stare down with this crack in the door for like probably like 10 minutes before she grabs her pillow and goes and knocks on Tristan's door. And when she doesn't hear anything,
Tristan, that was you.
No. Everything froze. I know. All of you guys froze for a second. I heard knock on Tristan's door, then everyone froze.
Okay, so Tristan, you hear a knock at your door.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was waiting for the next
good,
word.
buddy. You're good.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Door opens.
can I sleep under your desk?
Under my desk?
Yeah.
And he makes me like, sure, come on, come in.
Okay. And that's all I wanted. Clover's gonna sleep
Is that-
under Tristan's desk,
Yeah.
right?
And so when she actually falls asleep, because this actually works out perfectly what I was going to do as well. She'll when she's sleeping under the desk, he's going to go. He was on his bed, and he's going to go up to the desk, and he's gonna like make sure that it's like covering her, like pulling the desk over, and when she's asleep, making sure that looking at the window, he's in a very panicky, anything can happen mode, and making sure she's protected while being under there. And then he goes and sits down, and he's just sitting against the door, he goes into a pouch that he already had, and there's a scale in there, and it has a little like kind of a necklace rope on it, and he's looking at it, and he goes and he puts it back in the pouch, and he leans up against the door instead of laying on the bed, and looks over and just looks at the sky, the window through the night sky. I'm not losing anyone. And he's saying this in his head, not out loud. I'm not losing anyone. We're all going to make it. This is the fight.
Okay. Go ahead, Finnick. What would you like to do?
This is the point where I knock on Gormrog's door.
Okay.
I open the door.
How's it going?
Just another day for the Fortune Fates, I guess.
Probably one of our better
Fists
days.
of Fate. Yeah. Yeah, dragon. That's
Wyvern. Kidding.
huh?
Kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna look over in the corner, and on the bed next to the pillow, there's this pseudo dragon. A little jealous. Yours is a little bigger than mine.
It's not about size. Sorry. Anyways. Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Thank you. Do you want to stay the night? Again?
If you'll let me.
If I'll let you.
If Cilantro will let me.
I'm just going to pull you deeper into the room and make sure the door is fully closed.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to fade away on that one. Whisper. You hear a knock on your door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
Do you open it?
Who is it?
It's Serafina?
What do you want?
Seeing if you'd like to grab a bite to eat.
Yes. But it's late. Shouldn't we be sleeping?
I always get a little hungry before a big battle. I figured you might as well.
Is the kitchen open?
I can make it open.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. As Serafina brings you down to the kitchen. You two have a fun conversation where she prepares you some food. That is where we are going to end it for the night.
Perfect.
I didn't want to whisper to be fifth wheeled. All right.
It's fine.
All right. That is where we're going to end it for the evening. Don't forget to check us out on Wednesday for Queer and Present Danger, where we'll have a pre-recorded episode.
Session.
Yes. We're going to be in the chat and in the Discord during that and having some fun with some of the members of the cast there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Don't forget we're in for the Crit Awards for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel, and it is a uphill battle for us, so we would love if you could help us out any way possible by voting, subscribing to our YouTube channel, doing all the things. You know what they are.
Vandivision, hydrate or die.
100. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Next week is going to be a intense episode. So stick around for the raid. I got nothing else. If you guys got anything else,
I've got stuff.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm in a bunch of stuff coming up. As I mentioned before, I'm in Castleton. We have an episode coming out on Friday morning. That's gonna be a bunch of like extra scenes and like flashback Fridays, things that didn't make it into the Saturday episode. So tune in Friday morning on Winter's Tales Twitch. And then the next episode comes out on Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific. I don't know time zone changing things, but it's episode 5, maybe. I don't know. It's crazy right now. There's so much craziness happening. Definitely tune in, check it out, check out the website. But also this Saturday at 9:30, I will be participating in a 48-hour TTRPG charity event for Trans Lifeline, and it's going to be on the Pantsless Tables channel. I'll be playing in Candela Obscura at 9:30 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. So tune in and see me try to play Candela for the first time. I'm very excited. But they have an event all weekend long, and that's on the Pantsless Tables Twitch channel.
Nice. Anyone else got anything? I forgot. I am on Records of the Realm this Thursday, where I'll be playing Glitter Hearts. We're playing like anime Sailor Moon girls, but we're cryptids, and I'm the Jersey Devil. So if you want to hear me talk in an angry New York accent the entire time. It'll be a lot of fun.
It's different than usual.
No, I know. It's
Yeah,
pretty much the
Possibly
same.
want to.
I'm just me.
Who would possibly want to listen to that accent?
Fucking
all the
hey,
time?
come on,
Come
guy. What the fuck we doing here?
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. I got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else, stick around for the raid. And remember, we love you, geeks. Good night.